Hi again, this is Gurgen from Mangro, and now we'll be deconstructing the Head app's activation funnel. So let's dive into it. The first screen, clear value proposition, pretty good, unfair thing to do. I think you will agree. We definitely want to get on a good terms with our emotions, aren't we? But getting to the real subject now. So the second screen is something that I actually don't remember that I've seen with other subscription-based apps, and especially mental health and productivity boosting apps, which is what a Head app is. Um, this little check mark. So on most important screens of this app, you will come across this kind of signature-like placeholder where you will have to basically check mark if you are ready to work in this case for your growth. We'll give it a fair shot. And I think what it does, besides, um, in comparison to just sliding it to the next screen, is well, first, I guess it did give me a better acknowledgement of why my spending my time with this app right now. But also, it adds a little bit of interaction to this onboarding process, which I think many of you will agree. Some of the apps are just boring with asking you all these questions. Some onboarding screens will apps will contain just 3 screens. Some of them will contain 15. You do want to have users' attention to finish the app, especially since the user knows or expects now to pay or sign up for a trial. So yeah, then we have this 10 onboarding questionnaire screens where we're asked multiple choice based questions. Somewhere you'll have to slide the wheel to the right or left. You get hot as jalapeno or stay cool as a cucumber. Again, what do we see? We see here a similarity with Duolingo, that the language that is used here is a little bit ironic. There's a little bit of sense of humor, all of which are definitely necessary, especially for the apps that improve our productivity or mental state, right? You can't take everything too serious for too long. Um, Even the most serious subjects like your mental health. But, however, we do get different sorts of onboarding screens where we are incentivized to provide to think about it and to really uh, not just scroll through the screens once again, but to pick. Do you want to improve the anger? Do you want to deal with procrastination and so forth? So one of the last screens we see that someone legitimate created this knowledge base, or what we're about to experience with the actual app. And the name dropping here, could not be any stronger. Now we proceed to the stuff that is interesting to us as for product managers, for marketing managers. So notifications, because what notifications do is that they engage with the user outside of the application. So we have a screen explaining the value of receiving a notification, and after that, it takes us to the paywall that is also briefly explained. So now I did not start my free trial. I closed the app, and then I had it like for multiple days, and I started to receive one notification a day. They all were different, and some of them arrived. Most of them arrived at the fixed time. So this is not ideal because we all use our apps different at different times. But all of the texts were engaging. Some of them are shorter, some of them are longer. So the app is really trying to figure out what notification is going to get me back into it. And even if none, at least I get a little more personalized engagement here.